He has to produce more than he has in this one. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, out of space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right. Teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
To throw, it's back. Throws it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted, and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season.
Reels it in down the left side. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
His defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in on third down and be physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play and now setting up fourth down.
It's fourth and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the route is on.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try. Try to barge their way in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it. They keep possession secure. Nice job.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Ready? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. And after that last score, this is just... two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Scrambling away. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his second year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Steps away. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On third and long, you'll have to turn. To do getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Dropping back, it's back. Rushes on him. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Canes! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Right on target this time.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Sends it back in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Tyson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. He's loose. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Runs through a tackle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's out of bounds, well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And you know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Looking to throw, it's back. Right on the money. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intent.
There he goes. Wide open spaces. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and they now lead by a touchdown, a 6-point edge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Trying to set up the screen. That's a live ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. The offense maintains possession, but no gain on the play.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 4th down, going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Anderson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back in this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short number. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes a grab past the marker. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
So important keeping those new downs coming. Getting that 1st down. We don't need to panic right now. We got a long way to go. We still got plenty of time to accomplish it.
That's caught. It's Udo. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. No need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quick.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Sun Devils are facing third and inches. Looking to throw for it. Starts to scramble to the left. It's a running room. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a first and goal. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And this is almost certainly four-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things are...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Under fire. Gets rid of it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Louisville's offense will get first crack at it today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage.
Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now improvising. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Power ahead. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. It's caught. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle and runs through another one. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Moss. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down, past the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had. On the opening drive of the game, he is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Moss. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Quick step and go. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And now the ball is... That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. Look out, he's got room. Spins away from the defender. They'll start this drive from the 42. Back to throw, it's Moss. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Floating away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And if I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
Might be looking to run. Yep. It's a seam wide open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He is in there, and he's got the two. We are all tied up here deep in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Cardinals! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
To the air, it's Moss. He's got him in the flat. They didn't get it, and we'll see if that little bit of aggression comes back to haunt them. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hardy. Oh, a lot of space.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down to keep their chances alive in overtime. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Not in the game. And now an extra point wins it. All they need is the extra point for the win, but they're going to try to win it with a 2. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. He is stopped short of the goal line. Denied on that 2-point conversion attempt, and this game is still tied. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Celebration turned out to be a little premature as that flag takes the score off the board and we play on. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse's going to keep doing...
That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Now, wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.